Hi, my name is Joshua Hammond, and I'm the captain of the 4C Robotics team, the Commodores. And tonight is Recruitment Night, where we're going to be showcasing our team members, the robot, and we're going to be taking a couple tours around, showing you the place. And we're also going to discuss the program we participate in called First Robotics. And so to start us off, we have Mr. Hatcher here. I'm going to be asking him a few questions, kind of see what he does, see why he's here, and just to see what he likes about robotics. All right, Mr. Hatch, you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
Okay. So, what is your role at 4C?
Yeah, thanks, Josh. My role at 4C is the CEO, and what that means essentially is my job is to really act as the liaison between the business community and the school here. So I'm working with folks in business, understanding what the needs are for them to run their businesses and make sure that we're equipping our students so they can go right into those jobs. And they're not just jobs here in Albany, they're jobs all over the world, because a lot of the things that happen right here in Albany at some of our wonderful companies that are here are applicable to jobs all across the U.S.
Oh, very important, very important. And so what do you like about robotics exactly?
You know, I like a lot of things about robotics. As somebody that's a part of education, there are really several components that are important with robotics. To start with, what I like to call soft skills are learned in robotics every day. And soft skills are things that are very much appreciated by business and industry. And it's things like collaboration and working together. And robotics, you have to be able to work together as a team and have different captains and groups working toward the same goal. So collaboration, problem solving, this whole effort, robotics, is a big problem that you have to come up with a solution. It's a fun problem, but it's a problem in the sense that you're given a task and you as a team have to develop a solution, and that happens every day in business. Every business has things like that going on. So it teaches collaboration, problem solving, critical thinking. So all of those soft skills are very important, and those happen every day here in robotics. Then there's the hard skills, the things like electrical, programming, mechanical, all of the things that you need to know how to do to actually build the robot. And again, our business partners out there, they are looking for all of those skills, so they're very important, which is why I really like robotics.
I gotcha. Yeah, you really went into depth there. That was good. So you've been with us to a few competitions at least. Do you have a fond memory of one?
Yeah, well, the neat thing about 4C Robotics is there's been a lot of success. I mean, you are a senior now, and so you have seen a lot of awards. You've won competitions, and then you've been able to go to the national stage. And so I guess one of the memories that sticks out to me is being in Houston at the international competition. There were teams from all over the world there. And there was an exhibit hall that I had the opportunity to go visit. And in that exhibit hall, there were two big groups of people. On one side, there were colleges, the biggest and best colleges in the U.S., that were recruiting students, robotic students from all over the world. So it was neat to talk to all of those folks and see their interest in our robotic students. They were recruiting them to college. And then on the other side of the hall were companies like NASA and Disney and huge companies that were also recruiting robotic students to come to work for them. Google was there. And so to me, I was just fascinated by the opportunities that our robotics team were able to experience on that trip, just learning from different colleges and different businesses that were there.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, is there anything you would like to share with our audience right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think with the audience being prospects and folks that are considering joining the robotics team, I would just like to encourage all of them to come out and take a look. Not only is this a great learning opportunity and a great opportunity to meet new friends, but it's just a lot of fun. I enjoy being down here and seeing, interacting with the team, watching them grow from the very first day whenever the new game for that year is introduced, all the way to when they start going to competitions. It's just an experience that that quite frankly I wish I would have had when I was in high school. So I encourage all of our folks that are not currently on the team that have an interest to come out and give it a try.
Gotcha. Thank you, Mr. Asher, and I appreciate the time spent with us.
Thank you. Thank you, Josh. Good luck this year.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to bring in someone else now on our leadership team. But first, let's just sanitize. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Darian. That is a thankless job.
How's it going, Josh?
It's going all right. Everyone, this is Mr. Hagler. He is the basically founder of our robotics team. Okay, Mr. Hagler, so what exactly is it that I haven't already explained that you do on the team?
Well, I'm the head coach of the 4C Robotics team. Also at the 4C Academy, I run the information technology program, so I teach programming and computer science classes.
Okay, interesting. Very fun stuff. So you've clearly started a robotics team, so what do you find most enjoyable about robotics?
Probably the most enjoyable thing about robotics to me is just being able to use the skills I've developed over the years to make something fun and interesting for my students, something that they really enjoy getting into, and it gives them some skills that when they get out of high school they can use to further their careers.
Definitely, robotics seems to have that kind of effect. It gives students the right skills for the future that they'll definitely need. So that being said, you've been to pretty much every competition, if not every competition. Do you have a favorite memory from one?
I mean, they're all pretty exciting. That's probably my favorite part of robotics in general is the competition aspect. During the season, I mean, it all builds up to that competition, and the people at First Robotics have made the robotics competitions really feel like a large sporting event. So, I mean, we really get into it. The team gets into it. There's a lot of chanting, a lot of pride that comes back to the school when we do good. So that's probably my favorite part.
Interesting. Okay, I enjoyed that part as well. Was there anything you would like to share with the audience right now?
Just if you guys are interested in joining the team, don't worry about what your pathway is or what your experience is. We have room on the team for everybody. Nobody starts on the team knowing much about what we're doing. So just jump on in, and we'll help you learn what you need to learn.
Gotcha. Well, thank you, Mr. Hagler, for your time.
All right. Thanks, Josh.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Now, sanitation time. Come on, dude. All right, thank you. All right, so here we have Charity. She's going to explain, I believe. So what is your role on the team, Charity?
My role on the team is currently the lead strategist for the team and the bumper captain. What I do is, as a part of the strategy team, I look over the game rules with our group, and we make sure that we know the game rules in and out so that we can help the scouting team so that we can figure out what we need to do on our part.
So you're pretty entwined with the scouting team. You guys have to work together.
Yeah, we have to work together to make sure that our robot does what we need for it to do while we're on the alliance.
Gotcha. So you have pretty important jobs. I mean, the bumper captain, as you put it, you basically give our robot the bumper it needs to be able to safely kind of operate in the field.
Yeah, we have to put the bumpers together correctly, because if they come or lose during the competition, we may end up being disqualified, and that's not good.
That's not good at all. So that being said, what's your favorite thing about robotics?
My favorite thing about robotics is really the experience of being able to build the robot and take it to competition and see how it does there. Like, when you actually go there and do it yourself, it's a certain feeling you get. Like when people play sports, it's kind of like that, but it's different.
Right.
I don't exactly know how to explain it, but it's pretty great.
No, I got you. It makes sense. Okay, so that being said, you've been to competitions before with us. Do you have a favorite memory as well?
I have quite a few, but I think my most favorite memory is when we were in Gainesville I think it was my first year on the team, and we went to the Gainesville competition, and we had to save our shirts because An incident happened, and our shirts were left behind at the building, so we had to go back and get them.
Yes, and that was quite the incident. Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to share with our audience right now?
What I would like to share is that if you're interested in the team, there's all kinds of places for people to go. You don't specifically have to stay on a certain part. You can switch if you feel like it. I do all kinds of stuff on the team. As a part of the team, I'm the strategist and the bumper lead, but I also help out with mechanical and electrical, and right now I'm handling the stream behind the scenes, so that's where I'll be. So I do a lot, so you don't specifically have to stay in a certain place.
Right. Charity's a prime example. She has basically floated around a lot of places, but you've done good in pretty much every place you've been.
Yeah.
Well, Charity, thank you for the time, and I believe that's all the questions we have for you right now.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Darian, chop chop. Thank you, Darian. All right, so incoming we have Keon. So Keon, explain to me what your role is on the team.
My role is on the team. I'm the lead programmer and drive captain. Pretty much behind the scene, behind the robot. I am pretty much programming the robot to fully operate on the field and also on the field during competitions.
So you're pretty much right there in the thick of it, pretty much at every competition we go to.
In the heat of competition.
Definitely. We've had some very tense moments. Okay. So what do you like about robotics exactly?
There's a lot of areas that you get exposed to, pretty much like programming, and as of how we pretty much transition to different areas of robotics, pretty much like programming, mechanical, we get all of the criteria of robotics.
Definitely. A lot of engineering type stuff going on.
Yeah.
So of course you've been to pretty much every competition. You've been our driver for the longest time since I've known it. Pretty good job at it.
For all 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite memory from one of them?
I would say my favorite memory was our second win in Gainesville, our competition, first week competition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Win that the second time around was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was nice. Okay. Well, do you have anything to say to our audience?
If you join robotics, you'll be able to be exposed to different criteria, anything such as engineering, mechanical, programming. You'll enjoy the experience and you'll love it.
Definitely. There's a place for everyone pretty much here on our team. Well, thank you, Keon, for your time.
No problem.
All right. All right, Darian, there we go. He's on. Thank you. All right, so now we have Carlos here. Carlos, tell me, what is your position on the team?
Well, I am the lead scout for the team. I am in charge of gathering and organizing data during our competitions. After the competitions, I usually work hand in hand with the lead strategist to come up with the best game plan or alliance.
Gotcha. So you're the other side of the coin that Charity shares. Okay. Gotcha. And there is a co-lead, right, with you?
Not anymore. She moved on to a different position.
Okay. Gotcha. So what do you like about robotics?
What I like about robotics, really the first community in general, whether it be here or in competitions, there are a lot of unique people who are always delighted to they're just good to be around.
Gotcha. Yeah, it definitely is a wide variety of people on our team. Okay. So for all the competitions you've gone to at least, do you have a good memory or a favorite memory of one?
It was my first year on the robotics team, and it happened to be the year we went to Gainesville and we won our first time winning Gainesville.
That was fun too. That was my first year as well. So do you have anything to share with our audience here?
No, I think I said my piece.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, thank you for your time, and I think that's all the questions.
Alrighty.
Darian? Thank you. All right. Here's Adam, and Adam is going to tell us what he does on our team.
Hello, my name is Adam Irvin. I'm the electronical captain here on the 4C Robotics team. Anything that has to do with wiring or servos or connecting wires, anything like that, that's going to be my job and my team's job.
Oh, very impressive, Adam. You got a wide variety of stuff you do. So what is it you like about robotics?
It's definitely meeting new people, just going to the different competitions, and you get to meet people from everywhere. It's a really great experience.
Yeah, didn't we meet people from like Australia before? Or
Yeah, we
Hawaii?
did.
Yeah, they've come from all over. So all the competitions you've gone to, do you have like a good memory of one?
Just working in the pit, trying to fix the robot in between matches. I'm having to work with different people, going around asking people if I have any parts or anything that can help. Yeah, it's just fun.
All right. I think I understood that. Anyways, is there anything you would like to tell our audience?
Yeah, robotics is a great experience. I would highly recommend it. You're going to meet so many new people, learn so many new skills, and overall, it's just a great thing to do.
That was like a speed record right there. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. All right. Thank you, Darian. You are getting a new one every time, right? Okay. All right. So here comes Drew. Drew, tell the audience what it is you do on our team.
So I'm a member of the electrical and mechanical team. So I cut the metal, I assemble the robot, I'll wire it, solder the wires together, make sure everything works.
And that is pretty much the first thing we really got to do after we get the blueprint of our robot, is to get the base materials for it. So, what is it you like about robotics?
It's a fun thing just to meet new people, spend your time just learning new things about mechanics and how wires work,
Definitely all that circuitry stuff. Not too familiar with it myself. So out of all the competitions you've gone to, and you've gone to a good bit, do you have a good memory of one?
It's probably World, just walking around and meeting new people, all the teams from different countries like Brazil and Australia, just meeting people, making new friends.
Yeah, Worlds was definitely a very huge event, very global. Okay, is there anything you would like to address or share the audience?
Yeah, just robotics is a fun thing that I'd recommend just to try once at least, and just see if you like it, because it's worth it in the end.
Sure, you can definitely put,
on your resume,
foot in.
yeah.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Drew, for your time. I believe that's all the questions.
Thank you.
Man, you are on it, Darian. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so here we have Kiana. Kiana, so what is it you do on our team?
That is a good question. Well, I used to be co-scouting lead with Carlos, but now I am the operations director. And there's a lot of area in having that role, but basically I kind of just keep everything in check, like make sure everything is organized, like schedules and stuff.
Oh, and do we need that ever? Yes, I got you. So that being said, why'd you join the robotics team, or why do you like robotics?
Why did I join the robotics team? That is actually a good question. Well, my 9th grade year, I really wasn't doing anything. I was like really deep down in the dumps, and I figured, hey, why not join robotics? Because I really just kind of wanted to learn programming. And I did learn a bit of programming, but also I guess it was kind of a push for me to meet new people and get out of my shell, and I did.
I got you. This seems to be a theme here, is that you do tend to meet a lot of new people on the robotics team, and especially at competitions.
Yes.
Because they come from pretty much all over the U.S., or at Worlds, it's everywhere pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so out of the competitions you've gone to, is there, or do you have a good memory of one?
Was it the first or second time we went to Worlds? It might have been the second time we went to Worlds, and I was writing the blog, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I met my friend from Mexico, Rodrigo, and we still talk to this day on Instagram. We don't talk as much as we used to because, COVID and all that, and we have different stuff going on. This is just really a difficult time for both of us, but we're still friends.
I got you. That's
Very
good.
close friends.
I'm glad robotics could at least do that for it. Definitely, pretty much it lets you meet new people and people that you've known. Okay, is there anything you would like to share with the audience?
I would like to share that robotics is really for everyone. Even if you think you may not have a role on the team, we can fit you in somewhere. And to people like me who just really don't like talking to people and we're like introverted and shy and socially anxious and all that, don't worry, because robotics kind of gets you out of your shell, but like in a comfortable way. Like I didn't used to be able to look people in the face when I talked, and now I can look you in the face as long as I'm not like overly anxious. So robotics teaches you skills that you'll be able to use throughout your everyday life, and it's just like, it's nice because you also kind of have like a family that you can depend on.
Definitely.
So.
You definitely do get to know your team members pretty well when you're on the robotics team. Okay, Kiana, well, I believe that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so let's see. There is going to be a form in the description of this video for you to apply, as well as different ways that you can get in contact with us. All right, so that being said, we're going to show you a video now that kind of explains what FIRST is, what FRC is specifically. I believe we have the video ready.
FIRST Robotics Competition is the world's landmark robotics competition for students.
In school, you read about stuff, but in FIRST as a whole, you actually go and do it.
In the beginning of January, the challenge comes out every year. Under strict rules and limited time and resources, you have to design, build, program, and test a robot.
There's no blueprint. We get a few rules and guidelines to follow, and then it's up to those students to find something that works.
There's nothing better than just seeing your robot on the field playing for the first time. They're all there like, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? And then when it works, it's the best feeling ever.
You have mentors that are actually in the field that can tell you, oh, this is why this works, and this is the science behind it. And you're like, oh, wow, that makes so much sense.
They do a great job, not just about STEM, but about life, how to go through college, how to go through, a tough, physics class.
At face value, FIRST Robotics Competition is a robot competition, but at the end of the day, it's so much more than that.
People ask me like, oh, you build robots? I says, no, we're really running a business and all the things that go along with that.
We deal with a lot of marketing, social media.
I've learned business sides of things,
problem solving, working in groups.
I'm learning how to communicate with people, how to reach out to local businesses.
So we kind of have robotics as the starting point, but we branch out to different areas and expand.
So the ultimate goal every year is always to get to the FIRST championship.
The FIRST championship is basically like the Olympic for robots.
There's hundreds of teams from all over the world there, and you get to see some of the best teams that exist.
It's very competitive, but you're friends with the people that you're going against. It's like a sport, but in its own way, it's better than a sport.
Being part of First, it's really changed my life and, you know, how I think about myself, how I think about others.
Participating in First actually taught me that I'm capable of doing anything that I set my mind to.
First has really inspired me to give back in my old elementary school. I'm trying to help their robotics program that just started this year. I want those kids to have the opportunity to learn about STEM.
As a participant in the First program in high school, you get access to $80 million worth of scholarships.
There are scholarships for colleges, universities, as well as technical programs.
It also looks really good on the actual application to be on First.
First does a really great job trying to open programs to make sure that you can actually accomplish anything in STEM, no matter where you're from, your background, your language, or anything like that.
I really do consider myself part of the STEM community, and I couldn't be more prouder to say that.
First Robotics Competition is one of 4 engaging First programs that shows students unique challenges and helps them learn new engineering skills and real-world skills that'll help them in the future.
First is the future.
First is accomplishment.
First is passion.
First is inspiring.
First is changing my story.
All right, sorry about that technical difficulty at the start. Hopefully that'll be the last time that happens during this stream. Well, I believe there's another video we're going to be showing you guys. It's going to be kind of a tour of our pit area. And all that means pretty much is just the area that we work in during competition. And at each competition, there's tons of pits that other teams use. And it's kind of cool just how we can work in such a basically tiny environment. I believe they should be pulling up the video now.
Hey guys, this is Mr. Hagler. Just want to show you around the pit. So at competitions, every team is given a 10x10 area to work on their robot. They're allowed to set up their toolboxes, their battery carts, that kind of thing. Our pit, we include a battery cart. We have a nice area for the team to work on the robot. We have all of our tools and extra parts that we need. And we also have an area here where the programmers program the robot during competition. That's it.
All right, so that being said, we're now going to jump into another video. This one being the game animation video, kind of showcase what the game's going to be about. And it was launched at kickoff to kind of show the teams what the game's going to be about, basically. Now, I believe it should be ready.
Welcome to the 2021 First Robotics Competition, and this year's game, Infinite Recharge. An incoming asteroid shower is aimed at First City. Using Alliance droids, planetary citizens collect and score power cells, while traversing the trench run and boundaries to ensure maximum protection with an operational shield generator. Droids start on an initiation line and may be preloaded with up to 3 power cells. Droids operate autonomously during the first 15 seconds and attempt to score power cells into any of their 3 available power ports. While every power cell deposited adds equal charge to the shield generator, higher power ports earn more points. Drivers then control their droids for 2 minutes and 15 seconds of teleoperated time. Power cells are collected from one of the 5 chutes in the loading bay and then driven across the city to be scored in the low, outer, and inner ports. Droids must score the required number of power cells to activate sections of their shield generator, and then either rotate their control panel a specified number of times, or position it to a specific color. Near the end of the match, droids race to their rendezvous point to make their shield generator operational. Alliances are awarded bonus points for a level generator switch. The alliance that earns the most points wins the match. May the Force be with us all.
All right, now that you've seen what the field looks like and basically how the game runs, we're now going to show you a competition or a match that we've had at the World's competition, and just to show you how the game looks in practical, basically.
Scores between the lines. 3, 2, 1, go! We are rolling the 80 minutes time here on Hopper Subdivision. 3 Alliance machines making their way out from the surface of the planet. 1 hatch panel installed, working on a second, and possibly a piece of cargo here to start your sandstorm period off. Sandstorm blows out of the way. Some of the most predictable weather in all of the world. Hatch panel installed there on the tail end of the Red Alliance cargo ship, and 1 piece of cargo. No, I thought it was cargo. Score ends up at 21-16, favoring your Red Alliance. Now with drivers in full control. One of your Red Alliance teams here in this match is ranked 9th so far here on the Hopper Subdivision. That's East Cobb Robotics with a record of 5-2. They're busy constructing the Red Alliance rocket in the bottom left corner of the field there. 4 hatch panels installed for a total of 8 points. So far, in comes the cargo. There's 1 for 3. Right back to the Alliance wall we go. That driver, or that human player, has all of that cargo stacked up and ready to go. Looking like a shipping warehouse over there, well-oiled machine. We'll see when those cargo come into play. 42-22, your current score favoring the Red Alliance still. They're opening up that lead. A decent bit with a little over a minute left to play. What's happening over here on the Blue Alliance side of the field? Hearing some gears rip over here on the Phantom Cats machine. They're trying to get themselves out of this corner. Might take them a little longer, but they'll still get there. So does Cyber Dragons, providing most of the offensive firepower here on this Blue Alliance so far. Few more pieces of cargo making their way in. There's another 3-point addition to the Alliance score, courtesy of 5,700. They have level 1 of the bottom right Blue Alliance rocket completed for 10 points total. And they're working on the cargo ship now in the middle as well. Red Alliance is very nearly to a completed rocket. They got 23 seconds to get 2 pieces of cargo in there. There goes the first one. Can we get one more? East Cobb Robotics, we all believe in you. Up it goes. 3 more points and a ranking point if it's good. Ka-ching with 7 seconds left in the match. They'll go ahead and park back on the Red Alliance Habitat platforms. We're even doing a victory push-up over here on the Red Alliance side. They were already parked on level 3, but you know what? Red Alliance victory with a complete set of 4 rank points for each of those teams. Your final score, 82-33.
All right, so now that you've seen a match of ours, we're now going to show you the field that we've been working, worked our robot on, and we're going to take a quick look at the driver station that we use to operate the robot.
Welcome back, and this is our practice field. We build our field each year to match the game during the season. So pretty much here is our field and where we practice at, just to get the experience of the game and to continue going and building. Hi, my name is Keon Haslew, and I am the lead programmer and lead driver for Captain. This is the driver station. Pretty much your basic computer setup with controls and the primary drive controls. Now, to show you where the magic starts.
We back. All right, so now we're going to show you a live demonstration of the robot's capabilities. So what you just witnessed is pretty much what we do during the match. You saw that we shot into the goals up there, and then at the end, we made the climb. Now, the climbing is pretty important. It gets us a lot of points towards the end. And I believe right now we have some more match videos that we wanted to show you. They're from different competitions, just to show you what we've done.
And pull into the airport. Both sides covering 5 power cells during the autonomous period. .28-29 coming to play a little defense over on the red sector. Columbus Space Program lining up. In the meantime, 1746 trying to make some shots. 68-29 putting up a blocker. Red Alliance has completed stage 1, moved on to stage 2. Got double defense, 56-51 playing offense against 68-29, while Team Otto attempts to get power cells into the upper port. They score 2 more, clearing their stage 1. .60 seconds left in the match. We are evenly scored, 57-57. Otto sends a couple more power cells, 3 power cells into their upper port. Ignite Robotics is giving Otto a challenge. Meanwhile, back over on the blue sector, 4189 is making blocks for the Red Alliance. Both sides evenly matched on stage 2. Scores are close. as we reach the sky and endgame. 2 robots on the generator switch for the Red Alliance, holding its balance for level. Otto is attempting to get up to the generator switch. 4189 is looking to lift. They're in the air. 5651 flying in on the backside, trying to make that parking score. We have 2 tech files by the Red Alliance, giving 30 points to the Blue Alliance. Those are both G10s.
All right, now it looks like we have a couple more tours we're going to show you guys. The first one up is the build area, and that's pretty much where we've spent most of our time building the robot here and doing any kind of maintenance on it while we've been practicing. I believe we have the video up now.
Hello, my name is Carlos, and welcome to the 4C Academy Robotics Build Area. Here, the mechanical team and electrical team do their best work constructing the robot. And we have many other teams from all over Southwest Georgia with whom we share build area and resources with. These include Westover, Doherty, Monroe, and many more. During build season, we can have up to 50 students here at once.
Hello, my name is Adam Irvin. I'm the electrical captain here at the 4C Academy. In here, this is the 4C Academy's prep room. This is where all the dirty work gets done, and safety is a #1 must in here. We have a vertical bandsaw, a horizontal bandsaw, a few table saws, and a drill press. In here, you learn all the trades that will help you get a future job in many different fields. You learn very many important skills in here, and it's where you get to have all the fun too, here building the robot. I'm done.
All right, now that you've got a look at what it is we do and how we do it, are there any questions anyone has in the audience?
Questions for me or Josh or any of the other team members?
I'll try my best to answer them.
Can everybody hear me?
How often do we meet? Right now it's just once a week, and it's a virtual meeting just because of the pandemic that's going on. So it's basically an hour from 6 to 7 every Monday night.
And as the restrictions lift, we'll be meeting more often. We'll be cycling people in here to actually get their hands on the robot. But during a normal build season, if let's say COVID went away tomorrow, right now we're in the heart of robot competition season from January until April. I mean, it is go, go, go. We usually meet 2 nights a week during a regular build season plus Saturdays. And then as we get closer to our competition, we may even increase that to 3 days a week plus Saturdays.
Any other questions? Good question, by the way.
Is there anything else, Josh, that you want to share about competition season that new members should know?
Also a good question. At the end of the day, we're just about having fun. It's all about the competition, but if you're not having fun, then there's no point in really doing this, because you're just miserable here, because it gets grueling very fast, and you just got to be able to enjoy it and just take it easy, because it can get very tense here. That's more or less what I want to
Try
share.
to keep it light.
Yes, exactly.
Anything else in the chat, Charity? All right. Well, if nobody else has any other questions, I think we can wrap it up, Josh.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. And again, if you want to join the team, there is a form in the description that you can fill out. And there's also methods in there that you can use to reach out to us as well if you have any questions. All right. Thank you guys.
Have a good night.